Before this video gets started, I did just want to take a quick second to let you guys know that I've recently partnered with a team called Grow Portfolio. Basically what they are is a Telegram chat which sends out options, they'll send out some swing trades, they'll send out basically any information in which might help a trader or anyone who likes to swing trades, do option plays, someone out, pretty much every single day. They'll send them out in the morning. They'll send about 4 to 5 different plays, which I have personally seen with my own eyes make money. They had, I think yesterday it was like maybe a PayPal call. I actually went in on it myself. I was like, man, let's test it out. I don't want to be out here promoting stuff that doesn't actually work, but I went in on it and it actually played out really well. I think I made like $60 to $75 roughly. And it's honestly just an absolutely amazing chat. The analysts are amazing. The promoters are great. The marketers are amazing. And the overall management team is amazing. And that's why I also felt like it would be okay for me to come here and promote it to you guys. If you do want more information about it, head to the link in my bio. If you do use my code, you can save 15% off of the monthly cost. It's honestly not bad. It's super affordable, and the money that it costs to be in the group or in the Telegram itself is very, very affordable. And the money you make from these calls, the money I made from the calls, could pay for my subscription for 4 or 5 months. So give it a try, give it a check out. If you have any more information, check out the link below, hit me up and let me know what you think. And yeah, let's get into the video. So welcome back to the My Stock Journey channel. What is going on, my friends? I am in an amazing mood. I'm in an absolutely amazing mood. We have been hitting freaking milestone after milestone after milestone. 2 videos ago, I wanted 250 subscribers. That's what I asked for. I was like, man, if we could get that, that'd be amazing. Now we're sitting at 300 subscribers, or we're right under 300 subscribers. Last video I said there's a video that I have right now. It's had about 600 views, blah, blah, blah. It's doing well. That video is at 1,000 views. This is the type of growth that I always have seen other YouTubers experience, but I've never experienced myself, or I never even really thought I could experience. But now that I am seeing it, it is one of the most insane feelings. So before I got into the video, again, I just wanted to say absolutely from the bottom of my heart that I am so appreciative to every single person on here that supports the channel. So today I wanted to just simply go over a little bit, those of you who have been on my channel for a while have seen me go through a lot of changes, right? You've seen me go from a hardcore dividend investor to a growth investor. And, people are just like, man, Tyler, what happened? Like, what caused the change? Maybe it was there videos you watched, books you read. What kind of caused this whole evolution in your head to make you think like, okay, let's go ahead and completely change up my investment strategy? So that's what I wanted to do today. I just wanted to kind of run you guys through it. It shouldn't take very long at all, but I wanted to make sure that I keep documenting this journey and that I keep sharing with you and being fully transparent on everything that I'm doing. If you do like this video, don't forget to drop a like. It's obviously been helping me. It's obviously been helping us grow and reach new people. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. At the moment, we're at 291 subscribers. So maybe if we can hit that 300 mark by, maybe tomorrow or the next day, it'd be absolutely phenomenal. And drop any comments in the comment section. If you have any feedback, if you have any future suggestions for videos, just let me know and I'll always get back to you there. Let's get into it. So what all started it, right? I started investing. It was probably about 7 or 8 months ago now. I think my very first purchase was a share of Tesla. I have a screenshot of it somewhere and I'll put it up here because I know I'm going to get the numbers a little off. But I bought like $10 worth of Tesla in like December 13th for it was at like $390 a share, something crazy like that. And that's when I got my journey started. As time goes on, I was looking to, somehow make passive income. And now this was before that I considered the stocks that I was investing in to be long-term investments for my future, right? I was just thinking, where can I put my money that it'll make me more money? And that was kind of just the mind track I was on. I was like, okay, all I want to do is make passive income. So, every single person who's new to the YouTube scene or any, the stock channels or everything, they always are just going to go looking around to see what appeals to them the most, of course. And what appealed to me the most was dividend investing. I saw, okay, well, if I put this amount of money in, I can get guaranteed this certain percentage back, guaranteed. And so, that's kind of the route I decided to take. I was like, some of these other stocks, well, what if they don't grow or this, that. And so that's kind of what I dedicated myself to. I dedicated my money to putting them into these stocks that I was like, I know that if I put my money into this stock, they'll pay me a certain percentage back every single month or every single 3 months, whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. That's exactly what I'm here for. That's what I want, right? So, time's going on and time's pressing forward. The pandemic comes around and I decide I want to make a YouTube channel. And I want to do all these different types of things that are pretty much all circled around dividend investing. I had my biggest holdings at the time: Store Capital, Stag Industrial, Main Street Capital, and Aflac were amongst the highest. I know the first 3 for sure. And so, I was living it up. I personally felt like I was doing the right thing at the time. And so I'm not faulting my past self for investing in a way in which I don't really like now, because obviously it's all I knew. I was new to the scene. So as time continues to go on and I'm collecting these dividends, man, I'm getting like $100 or so, like at least once a month. Like I was getting $70 from Store Capital in dividends. I was getting $20 a month from Main Street Capital. I was getting another $8 a month from Stag Industrial. And these stocks were really paying off. Now I was looking, and what I noticed though, this was kind of the very first realization that the money I'm making from dividends is nice, but the money is really in the growth. Because I was looking at my portfolio, and there was one point in my portfolio I was up probably about 25%. I was up from about maybe 13,000 at the time, maybe to about 16, 17,000. And I noticed these dividends I'm getting has nothing on this growth that I'm seeing in the value of my stocks. So I came to the realization, I started to think, okay, what am I investing for? And me and Trevor, my friend from No Course Finance, we talked about our why, right? We talked about what are we gonna be investing for? Are we investing for tomorrow? Are we investing to maintain our wealth? Are we investing to grow our wealth? And I come to the realization that my personal investment journey is to build a lump sum of wealth and have that put to the side to where I can live off of it one day, of course. But there's other things I want to do with my life. I'm sure you can see it. I'm an MMA fighter. I get beat up, I get bruised up, but that's the route I want to take. I want to go and I want to open up my own gym one day. I want to fight in the UFC one day, and I want to do all these different things. And I feel as if, and I'll let you guys get a little personal here, I feel as if I can go into the cage knowing that I'm not fighting because I need the money, but I'm fighting because I love to fight, that it'll put a different level of stress relief on me in which most fighters can't experience. Because I don't want to step in the cage solely with the thought that, okay, I'm coming in here because I want to make money, and if I lose, I only get half my money, and that sucks. So it's another level of stress, because trust me when I tell you, it is one of the most stressful things to step in that cage. And so with that being said, that's my goal. I want to have enough money from investments to be able to fuel my fire with fighting, to be able to do everything I want to do in my life and let my investments handle the rest. And so with that being said, that's kind of where the ball started rolling with me. I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to build up my wealth, okay? And I want to build it as fast as I can. That's really that, because look, I'm looking at a UFC running for the UFC. I'm finishing up my amateur career right now. I have about another probably like 6, 7, 8 months left. Then we're going pro at the end of next year, and we're making that run for the UFC coming 2022. And so with that being said, I really don't have time to sit around and wait. I don't have time to really just collect $70 in dividends and, do all these different types of things. It's just not going to be fast enough for what I want. So what does that mean? Well, it meant that I wanted to go put my money into stocks in which I believed had the most growth potential, but were established. Because yes, I do want to make money, and yes, I do want to build my wealth, but I refuse to put my money into places that, one, I don't have faith in, 2, I don't have confidence in, and 3, I'm not comfortable with. Because if I put my money into these places, how do I know that all this money I've been working my butt off for, that I've been fighting my butt off for, isn't just going to go down the drain? Because I know good and well that the money I went in there and had to get in a big fist fight in front of 1,000 people and made some money from it, I cannot let that go down the drain. You know what I mean? So what I wanted to do, I was like, I want to put my money into well-established companies that I feel like have high growth potential. So that was kind of the mindset, boom, boom, boom. And I'm going through it. And then one day, I come across a video by Meet Kevin. And Meet Kevin basically breaks retirement down into 3 stages, right? He breaks it down into the beginning, where you're educating yourself, the second phase where you're building yourself, and the third phase where you kind of just, you glide, right? You hit that retirement, you're just gliding through the rest of life, letting your investments fuel your fire. And one thing he talked about in the second segment was that you don't, when you're in that building phase, you don't really want to focus all of your attention and all your money on dividend paying stocks, because one, they're not going to pay you as much as a high growth stock. Everyone knows that. Unless it's a high growth dividend paying stock, maybe like Apple. But the thing with him is he was saying also, think about it like this, right? Say if you have a dividend paying stock, it grows maybe about 3 or 4% a year, but it pays about 7% in dividends every single year. You're looking at about 11%. Cool, perfect. Well, we got inflation. We got to deal with inflation. Of course, the value of the dollar is going to go down. So maybe we'll take about 2%, maybe 3% off of that. So we're looking at about 8, 9% roughly. Then you also got to consider you then get taxed on the dividends that you are being paid out. So realistically, maybe that 8 or 9% is now coming down to about 6, 7%. Why would I go through the all of this to make sure that I'm getting these gains if these gains are slowly just going to be chipped away? Whereas if I invest my money into an asset in which is going to grow in value over the next 10 years that I don't have to take away from. It's not like if I invest in Microsoft at 200 and it grows to 250, that's a $50 gain, that I have to then pay a tax on the $50 that I made. No, that $50 is mine. Until the day comes that I want to sell it, that money's mine. And so it kind of got the ball rolling. I'm like, right, if I'm getting paid dividends and I'm trying to make that turn into the compound, I'm going up, taking a piece off, up, taking a piece off, up, taking a piece off every single year. Whereas if I have this money into these growth stocks, and of course we're going to have years where it goes down, no doubt. But at the same time, the market usually tends to go up. And so with that being said, that will then allow my value, allow my wealth to have a consistent path to my goal. Because whenever you have that dividend, of course, like I said, you're taking 3 steps forward and 1 step back, 3 steps forward, 1 step back. I'd rather take 2 steps forward and never have to go back at all. Right? And so that was kind of the really big moment where after I watched that video, I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to reevaluate my portfolio. I want to reevaluate my investment strategies. And I want to really sit back and have a good understanding of what I want from this. And I felt like that was my moment of evolution. And so like you guys saw in about 2-3 videos ago when I showed you, when I revealed my portfolio, that I made some big changes. I went into the Microsofts. But at the same time, you can't, for me personally, I can't just have my money into, say, tech stocks. I need a little bit of a strong hand. I need that ETF, or I need that very well established company. And so none of this is me saying I'm not dividend investing at all. But my main portfolio is not going to be dividends anymore, right? I do have those companies. I have my Aflac, my store capital is still up there. But the thing with store capital is if they didn't pay a dividend, I would still have money invested in them. That's a company I have a lot of faith in the long run, and I feel like they are going to maintain for a very long time. If you'd like to know why, if you'd like a little bit more of an analysis, definitely let me know down below. I got you. But the thing about it is I need those anchors. I need that Coca-Cola in my portfolio. They do pay a dividend, and that's amazing. But at the same time, Coca-Cola is so well established that I do see that they will maintain forever, honestly, in my opinion. But I do believe that they will also continue to grow a little bit. And that's what I call my anchor. That's the second part of my investment strategy. I have my growth stocks, then I have my anchors. My anchors are basically the ones that'll keep my portfolio afloat in the situation that, all my stuff starts to tank. I might lose a little bit of my wealth, but I won't lose it all because I have my anchors holding my portfolio down. And so that's why I get some ETFs. I got ARK ETF. Now, if all of that tech stock goes down, of course, but it's a little bit less likely. So I have my ARK ETF. I have my Aflac. Aflac, I just don't feel like it's going anywhere at all, right? Microsoft is a growth stock, but it's also an anchor in my opinion because I don't think Microsoft is going anywhere at all. Coca-Cola obviously is the biggest one in my portfolio that I just don't see ever going anywhere. I couldn't imagine a world without Coca-Cola products. And so that's the second part of my investment strategy, is to make sure that I have these companies that'll hold my portfolio down. And hey, if they pay me dividends, cool deal. But that's not the main reason in which I'm investing. And that's what the main point of this video is just saying, is that my investment strategy has went from investing in companies I believe in the long run that I do feel like have very high growth potential. And if they pay a dividend, cool. Like with Apple. I would be investing in Apple if they didn't pay a dividend at all. Microsoft as well. Visa as well. So that's why I'm not going to be a very hardcore dividend investor from this point forward. But I do, value and understand those who do. Well, in about 10 to 20 years, that's when the dividend investing will begin for me. Because basically this is my game plan. I'm going to go and I'm going to invest in these companies with high growth, right? I'm going to try to get up to a certain amount of money, and that number I haven't really established yet because I don't know how much it would cost me to retire, simply for the fact that I still don't have that many bills. I'm only 19, so I don't have to pay rent yet. I don't have to do any of this. So I don't exactly know how much my cost of living will be at the time. But I do just want to keep building my wealth until I get to a certain point. And then that's the point in which I plan on maintaining. And in that maintaining phase is where the dividend investing will come. I'll probably then transfer the majority of my money into dividend accounts, dividend paying stocks that'll pay me dividends, maybe 6-7% every single year, in which I can then live off of. So that's pretty much my overall plan. Invest in these growth stocks, and then whenever I'm ready, transfer to all the dividend paying stocks like Coca-Cola's or the AT&T's, where I'm not really concerned about the fluctuation of the value, but I'm more concerned about making sure I'm getting paid out a certain amount every single month, every single 3 months, to then be able to live off that, enjoy the rest of my life, hopefully just be able to train, hopefully own my gym, or do whatever I want to do at that point. I hope you guys do like this video. This is kind of a personal video. It's really hard to come on here sometimes and just really fully open up and just tell everyone, look, this is what I'm doing, this is my game plan, because it's so easy, especially on the internet nowadays, to be ridiculed for simply having just an idea. But at the same time, I love the support you guys show me. Y'all show me amazing support, and even if you don't really like what I'm talking about, you give me feedback that really helps me a lot. So I do appreciate you guys so much for it. Once again, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to drop a like, smash that like button, and let's get this video. Hopefully we can get it to maybe about 25 to 30 likes. That'd be amazing. Comment any future suggestions for videos. Leave me some feedback. Tell me what you think. What's your investment strategy, and what do you feel about dividend versus growth investing? And subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let's hit that 300 subscriber mark. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.